What's going on out there? I'm your host, Talking Face, and this could be news brought to you by Royal Family Studios. So, this week in Beirut, something went boom. It's up to 100 dead and over 2,000 injured, and the government in Lebanon says that it was a firework factory. So, what you're saying is fireworks made a hole in the earth. Okay, cool. Call me a skeptic, but it's kind of hard for me to believe that fireworks did this. Then, after further reports, come to find out there was a lot of ammonium nitrate found there. Now, if you don't know, ammonium nitrate is used by many terrorists to make bombs. They're not saying it's an attack, but President Trump came out and said,
Sending America's deepest sympathies to the people of Lebanon, where reports indicate that many people were killed. Hundreds more were very badly wounded in a large explosion in Beirut. Our prayers go out to all the victims and their families. The United States stands ready to assist Lebanon. We have a very good relationship with the people of Lebanon, and we will be there to help. It looks like a terrible attack.
You called this an attack. Are you confident that this was an attack and not an accident?
Well, it would seem like it based on the explosion. I've met with some of our great generals, and they just seemed to feel that it was. This was not some kind of a manufacturing explosion type of event. This was seems to be, according to them, they would know better than I would, but they seem to think it was a attack.
I like having a transparent president, but I think that was one of the things that the general or whoever told him whispered to him just to keep a little quiet for right now. Next, we have Joe Biden, who said something pretty stupid and racist again because it's Joe Biden and he's losing his mind.
No, but most people don't know. Unlike the African American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredibly different attitudes about different things.
Whoa. So, black people are a monolith. At least it seems that way to the Democratic Party because they only see black people voting one way, which is Democrat. Like up to 90%. A lot of people were outraged about this, saying that black people are fully diverse, and Joe Biden doesn't know what he's talking about. Joe Biden ran out and tried to clarify this in some tweets saying, earlier today, I made some comments about diversity in the African American and Latino communities that I want to clarify. In no way did I mean to suggest the African American community is a monolith. Not by identity, not on issues, not at all. So, what were you saying then if we're not diverse? If black people aren't diverse, but then we're diverse by identity and on issues and period, then why did you... Never mind. I don't care. I don't think he cleared that up at all. That was a terrible apology if it was one. But sometimes I kind of believe that because think about it. NBA player Jonathan Isaac, he decided not to kneel during the national anthem. And a lot of African Americans, black people, were upset by this. Then later on, he blew out his knee and he's out for the season. And it seemed that majority of the black people on social media were happy about this. I couldn't tell you how many memes I seen with black people saying, that's just the ancestors getting back at you. You should have knelt. Even though I don't believe that the ancestors, quote unquote, would be happy with Black Lives Matter. since it is a Marxist group that wants to destroy the family, and one thing that the black people need more than anything that the black community needs is the black family. But it just showed how just thinking different will get you hated on in the black community. And the Democratic politicians see this because they're going off from how we vote. But whatever, that's just me. Oh yeah. And then we have this story about a young man named Zachary Latham who decided to stab his neighbor on TikTok. Because this generation is full of crazy kids who just want to be famous for anything, even killing someone else. I don't know much about this story. I seen it on my Instagram, and I was just like, oh, that makes sense. People just want to go viral. But he ended up stabbing his neighbor, William Durham. He was a correction officer, and they got into it a couple times before. And apparently, the young man lured Mr. Durham into his house and stabbed him up. Prayers go out to that family. And I just don't get this world. Do you believe that there is no actual diversity of thought in the black community, and that we are a monolith? And do you seriously think that fireworks did this, or was it an actual attack? Because I've heard reports about 2 other incidents on this same day. That's all I got for you today. I'm your host, Talking Faith. Stay safe, stay prayed up, do your research. Peace.